All right, so it's the first week. I am excited to get going, guys. I'm just tweeting out the fact that we are live right now. I started up a couple minutes early, but I wanted to give everybody a chance to get into the chat room and kind of, get settled in here. We're going to be answering some fantasy football questions, talking about some of the injuries today, anything you guys really want. I am trying this out. This is the first time we're doing this. Hopefully you enjoy it. I am the Bum. If you are not familiar with me, from Bums Blitz, you could always reach me at Bums Blitz on Twitter. Yeah, that's it. My website is bumsblitz.com. And yeah, we're basically just going to talk football for the next, 25, 30 minutes. So hopefully I can answer any of your last minute questions. A couple of the guys are going to show up here soon. I'm pretty sure about that. But yeah, so I'm kind of watching Fantasy Focus at the same time on ESPN, just making sure I don't miss any injury talk. And then I could also keep you guys in the loop as well. So once you guys get in here, we could start talking some football. The show doesn't technically start until right now. So, anyways, guys, so let me know how you're doing. It's the first week. I'm really excited to get going. Oh man, I only got maybe 2 hours of sleep. But that's normal. Actually, it's not normal. I actually got sleep this time. Other weeks I don't. So yeah, that's good. Ooh, we're already getting tweets. So guys should be coming in soon. Hopefully they're watching. Maybe an early show wasn't a great idea. Who knows? I don't know. People said they were really excited about it. So anyways, if you haven't heard and you are a Chris Ivory owner, he is not playing. He's not even at the stadium. He's at the hospital right now with some undisclosed injury. So that's that. Gronkowski is also out. Jamal Charles is out. So all those guys should be taken out of your lineup. I think those should have been pretty clear at this point, but you never know. Someone might not be paying attention, just scrolling past this video, and they need the reminder, hey, this dude needs to get out of the lineup. So there is that. Hopefully everybody is going to start walking in the room any minute now. I did say 9:30. It's about 9:31. So, you're so hype. I know I'm hype. Except for I don't say hype. It just doesn't come out the same way from me. But how you doing, Carlos? Glad to see you in the chat room. Oh, it's already hot in my house, and the games haven't started. That's not a good sign for me. That's not good. It just means that it's going to be a hot day here. But yeah, anyways, any questions we got over here? Carlos, you got any questions you want to talk about for your fantasy football lineup? Let me know, because I got stuff I could talk about. Have you guys, or the one thing we could talk about, I guess, is the new designation for injuries. I don't know how many of you are are aware of the fact that they changed the injury designation, so that's why you haven't seen anybody as probable. So that might be an issue. Who knows? Anyways, okay, so I've got a flex situation: Tyler Lockett or Jeremy Hill or Will Fuller. Let's see. So, let's see here. So we got Will Fuller. I'm not gonna go on Will Fuller just yet, because really, we don't know a lot about him just yet, and we also know that Hopkins is gonna get the majority of the play over there. So to me, that takes him out, especially with the options that you have with Tyler Lockett and Jeremy Hill there. I kind of think that this might be a more of a Gio Bernard game because of the defense that they are playing. They might want to get the ball outside the box a little bit more. I have hopes that Jeremy Hill's going to have a great year this year, but who knows? I don't know. Now, yeah, I mean, I'm leaning Lockett as well. Um, yeah, it's just not a great matchup, especially since Hill, he showed last year that he could be inconsistent. So, you know, I would probably play Lockett this time around and see how it goes, see how Hill looks, because that's the other thing. Last year it could have been a sophomore slump type deal where, he just wasn't playing very well. So, I don't see it being a big Hill game. Tyler Lockett should be the guy to go to. And for me, I think Crabtree, going to Adam real quick, sorry. Crabtree or Landry, and then Forte or C. Mike. Well, I actually want to go Crabtree there because of the awful matchup that Landry has over in Seattle. And then Forte or C. Mike. I think I'm going to go with Christine Michael. I always call him Christian. I'm sorry, man. Even in my videos, which makes me feel like a moron when I do that. But anyways, I'm going to go with Michael. That's the other thing. I hate his name. You know what? I'm just going to call him CM. CM. I'm going to go with him. I think that his matchup is better. Yes, he might be sharing time, but I don't really. There's always some sort of regression whenever you move teams. And plus, Forte is not, we say that the Jets are a good defense. Well, the Bengals aren't so bad themselves. If Forte's game will probably be saved by a touchdown, I believe. Especially if you're playing a standard league, I don't think that Forte's going to put up enough production to get you a lot of points unless he scores a touchdown. I think that Michael has a much better chance in his game than does Forte. So, that's my thoughts on that. ESPN is talking about Marshawn Lynch right now possibly returning to the NFL. Oh man, I hope that doesn't happen, really, because then that it messes up the value of Baldwin and Lockett and Wilson, even Jimmy when he's fully healthy, which I don't believe he's going to be that effective this week. So if you're playing Jimmy Graham this week, I would probably take him out of your lineup. They've already said today that they are going to put him on a pitch count. So, that didn't mean much for Kelvin, and it burned me in the past, but this one's a little different. This one's a PCL. We hadn't seen him all year long or all preseason long, so and it was a later injury than Kelvin's injury was. Plus, it was more the reason to sit Kelvin this week was more based off of who he was going against rather than the fact that he was going to be on a pitch count. So, I would sit Jimmy Graham if you have him in your lineup. There's other guys to start this week. There's plenty of tight ends out there that you could put in. Yes, I do have Sunday Ticket. I will be watching it. I actually already have all my games written down, ready to go, and I know every channel that I need to go to. I'll have once I end the stream today, I will be. You can't even see. I'm looking because I have a delay on mine. You can't even see my list. That's great. Anyways, that was a list of channels. But no, once I'm done with the stream, I will then turn my computer into a bunch of mini screens and watch a bunch of the games as well. And then one on my big screen too. So I used to have a laptop that I connected to another TV, and then I'd have 4 games on that one. So I don't know. I don't have the laptop anymore. That's kind of a bummer, but what can you do? What can you do, right? What's up, Constantine? I like how you contribute to your own ban hashtag. It's kind of funny. Kind of funny, guys. So anyways, if you're in here right now, which I assume you guys still are, send out the URL so then other people can enjoy our company. You know what? I should have put the monitor on, so let me do that real quick. There we go. Ooh, there we go. All right. So, now you guys can see the chat. Clay Fleener? That's Clay Fleener. Clay Fleener is not a person there, Constantine. So which one are you talking about, Fleener or Clay? Or do you have all three of them and you're just trying to make this way harder? Now you've made me even forget Fleener's name. Dang it. Kobe. There you go. Kobe. Why you... Jeez. You know how you get an idea in somebody's head and then it affects you the whole time? I'm going to be streaming for the next 20 minutes up until the end of the games, and then I am off to enjoy my football day. I don't think you guys need more of me than that, right? All these guys are talking to me on Twitter right now. They need to come into this live chat. So out of Macklin and Landry. I'm going to tell this guy to join my live as well. What's up, Billy? How you doing, buddy? Join my live on YouTube. Answering questions now. So, and I don't know if I want to answer this question because that was a tough one. They both have awful matchups too. Well, let's see. So, when in doubt, go to the... Okay, so if you guys don't know what website I'm on right now, this is Fantasy Pros. It's basically an accumulation of all the industry experts and kind of just... You know, I like it. It's a good way to see what everybody's thinking. Then you're just not getting the bias of one, you know, because as we can tell, ESPN has one set of rankings and then everybody else has another set of rankings. So, if you don't already use Fantasy Pros, go ahead and do that because it's kind of nice. I am not affiliated with them. This is my own opinion of, you know, Fantasy Pros. So, I'm just trying to give you a tool to help you in your fantasy football quest. Anyways, so let's see. They got Macklin here and yeah, I mean, I could get that. I could get with that. Well, I like Jeremy Macklin. It's close though, which is what I thought. I didn't like that. The Bills are going to win today, maybe, possibly. And football is back. I'm pretty excited. He spelled Macklin wrong. It's alright. I'll get over it. Yeah, it's been growing, and it's pretty exciting. What did you guys think of the last videos? The last two videos, man? Did pretty good. I enjoyed making them. Let's see here. Retweet. Nope, I didn't want to do that, but whatever. Join my Cook Jr. Boom. I don't ever watch the Red Zone channel. The 1 million subscriber video is probably in 2021, and I will be celebrating by hovering in my new hover car. So, Yes. That is the plan, guys. Oh, man. So, what else going on this morning, guys? We got tons of news. What do you guys want to talk about? We've already talked about Jimmy Graham. I hope none of you are sitting on Jimmy Graham right now because I'm not playing him. How much do you value? Man. Actually, that's a good question. Somebody on Twitter, and I'll throw him out there. I'm gonna retweet him real quick. Quote his tweet. Boom, boom, boom. Answering your question live. Boom, boom. All right. So, I got a tweet, and it said basically, how much do you value, or how much value do you put on stacking a wide receiver and QB? Honestly, I don't put a lot of stack on it. I do, I like it, but only when it's like a top wide receiver, someone that is going to produce. Because you got to think about it. Normally, when your wide receiver doesn't produce, your quarterback doesn't produce. And when your quarterback doesn't produce, then your wide receiver doesn't produce. So, it's a give and take. It's good and it's bad. I'm not against it. I'm not exactly pushing it out to people, but there you go. I don't know. Kevin, I think I did answer your question. I said Macklin for you, bud. But thank you for subscribing. I saw that. Let me scroll back up and see some of these. What do you think of Jason Witten? Jason Witten actually owns the Giants. He always plays well against the Giants, so look for him to score this week. But I wouldn't suggest always, I'm not trying to say he's going to be good again. I think his fantasy football days are over, and he's more of a blocker these days. But for some reason, he owns the Giants. So maybe a deep sleeper if you really need help. Like you might need a lot of help. Guys, help me. So Jeffrey, Robinson, or Nelson. I mean, for me, it's Nelson and it's Robinson for sure. I'm staring. Watkins over Evans because I have Tyrod. You have another guy better than those two? Man, all right. All right. Your team is stacked then. You should win your league. For sure. I mean, you could do that. I don't think Watkins is better than Evans. I think Watkins could have a better week this week because of the matchup, but I wouldn't do that the whole year because Evans is a beast, and I think he's going to be a top 10 wide receiver this year. Also have Hopkins and jeez, man, what was it, a 6-team league, Billy? What is wrong with that league that you're in? Can I get in it, please? How do you have these people? I don't understand. That's just frustrating. Oh, it's an 8-teamer. See, come on. I hope it's for money. If it's free, if you're doing a free 8-team league, you should just go sit in a corner real quick. Oh God. 50. Okay, well, you're doing the league type of league. Oh, that's such a good show. You guys watched The League? I hope you guys did because it ended better than any show ever ended ever. The ending to The League was by far the best ending of any show ever. Oh man. Hey William C, how you doing? You could join a league next week because basically this is week 1 and yeah. Don't listen to Kevin because ESPN is the worst league of all time. Sorry, man. No, guys, stop it. Billy, you know better than that. Don't go to ESPN. They're the worst. Yahoo, anywhere else. I that's what I got. I'm in 15 leagues right now. Billy, shut up. Anybody got any real questions? Because I can't stand ESPN League. This is awful. I gotta convert all of you guys. I heard from a little birdie that Yahoo's gonna be doing some cool stuff here in a little while too. So, a little birdie, a trusted little birdie. It's gonna be good. Tate, you're leaning Tate and Crabtree. What were the options? Did you ask me what the options were? Who do I think will have a huge day? I don't know, man. Let's look at the. Oh, DeAndre Hopkins, I think, will have a big day. I think Watkins will have a big day. I'm just going down this list, sort of. Keenan could have a nice day today. I actually like Doug Baldwin today to have a nice day. I think Larry Fitzgerald is going to score a touchdown today. I also like Alan Hearns to have a touchdown today. I'm not saying they're going to score 30 points each, but I think that they're going to have good days. Who is your favorite person? Taco for sure. Marshall 3 TDs. Marshall 3 TDs. I'm not going to say Marshall's going to have 3 TDs. Cincinnati's a decent a decent, what's it called? Oh my god, a decent defense. So what do I think about Fitz retiring? I think that he could possibly have a Big Poppy type of send off. So Jesse James, 5 touchdowns for Jesse James for sure. How many points for DJ today? PPR? God, man. I mean, I can't guess how many points. He's going to score double-digit points. How about that? Be happy with double-digit points. It's a decent matchup. They should be up in the game. They do have pretty good linebackers over there in New England. So, I think he's going to have a good game. I don't think he's going to score 37, but, that's you. How many points? Jeez. All right. Are we just going to screw around, or we want to ask some real questions here, huh, guys? Come on. This isn't a draft. Anyways, guys, I don't see any new news. Let's see if there's anything new on RotoWire. Sammy Watkins, not 100%. Oh, that's news to me. I didn't hear that. So take back what I just said about Sammy. No, he'll still have a nice day. If he's playing, he's gonna have a nice day. Hopefully, he's not screwed up too much, though, but that is kind of news to me. So, Sammy Watkins, not 100%. You might want to, who knows? I don't know. I might feel a little bit more comfortable playing Evans right now because of that news. Just saying, bud, trying to help you out here. I don't know. Yes. Who else? What are the other options? I don't know who your other options are, so I can't really tell you if you need to start Charles Clay or not. Vikings without top CB Rhodes. That helps Tajay. So if you guys are Tajay owners in a deeper league, maybe in a flex, he is the guy. I don't think I would do it over. I don't think I would do it over Fleener. I mean, you chose Fleener early, right? You spent a decent pick on him. Um, give them a chance. They're not going up. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't sit Fleener for Charles Clay. I'm not putting that on anything on anyone. Let's not. What? Eight or nine. All right. Okay. Guess Lamar. I. Why would you even talk about that? We don't want to talk about injuries. All right. Dang it. I'm knocking on wood for you. Dang it. Why do we have to have injuries? If it was perfect, I'd have no injuries. I'd do the Madden thing and turn off all injuries. Well, guys, we got only a couple more minutes. If there's no more questions, do you guys have any more questions or not? Ooh, talking up Justin Forsett, guys. By the way, Justin Forsett is the starter in Baltimore. Like I said he would be when I was drafting him in almost all my leagues. Very, very late. And all you guys were like, hey, he's not on the team anymore. Defense. Yes, that is a thing that they play in the NFL. There is defense. I mean, he was one of the best running backs in the league 2 years ago. Then he broke his arm, which really isn't a cause for me to think that he lost any skill, but, whatever. I understand. He went really, really late, so it's not like I took him early. Yeah, well, the Bills don't have Darius, so that's not going to help them to stop the run. They don't have a lot of players, actually, over there, so it might not be that bad. Yeah, maybe. Um, they'd have to do. I think there's going to be some scoring in that game with Kirk Cousins and the Steelers. So if I didn't see, I had the option to stream the Steelers a lot. I didn't because of the fact that I think the only way that they really get good points is if they're picking them off and running, like they get a pick six or, there are a ton of turnovers. I don't know if that's going to be the case, like a ton of turnovers, enough to counteract like the amount of points that Kirk will be able to put up. But who knows? You never know, really, right? You just never know. But I didn't pick them up. I just don't like their defense as much. It's not the old steel curtain. They've gotten better in like this year. They did some things, but what's the biggest upset of the week? Let me look at this. I don't know. Let's see here. Cleveland could. I mean, Philadelphia isn't that great, but I've seen that like Philly's a big defensive pick and stuff like that. I think Cleveland could win that game. Um, I don't know. I don't know the lines. What are the lines? What's the line in the? I mean, like the Jets. I think could be Cincinnati. Um, that's about it, really. There's gonna be upsets. There always is, but that's all I got for this first set of games. I don't have a list of the other set of games though. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this week's show. I'm about to get offline. Hopefully, it was a little bit of fun for 20 minutes, 30 minutes before we start going. Remember, I'll be on Twitter all day at BumsBlitz. If you're watching this later on in the day, that's where I'll be. Next video will be on Wednesday. Trying to do this Wednesday, Friday, Sunday thing. So hopefully that works out. Anyways, remember, reach me, Bums Blitz. My website is bumsblitz.com. Facebook is Bums Blitz Fantasy Football. Join Fanduel at my link if you want to do that. That might be in the description below as well. And yeah, that's it. Okay, guys. Until next time, I will see you later. It's game time, baby. Week 1. Yeah.